Hi YouTube! Now then, yesterday I attended my local Meccano club, Sheffield Meccano Guild, and as is typical at this kind of thing, they had an auction at the end of it. And I went and got stuck in and bought 5 lots. The main one being this, loads of various bits and bats of vintage Meccano, but we'll come to that at the end and show you what I've got. I'm quite pleased with that. I think I haven't properly looked at it, so we'll see what there is as we go through. But showing you what I've got. First thing I got, I know nothing about remote control, but this is apparently an attack 2-door digital proportional remote control system, and it's got the handset, a forward and reverse electronic speed control, some, I don't know there, servo horns, servos, aerials, I don't know, and an instruction manual. So I shall play with, have fun playing with that. I gave £16 for that, and looking on eBay, just the handset looks to be worth that by itself, and then all this other gubbins seems to be my bonus. I'm not saying it's worth a great deal, it's electronic bits and bats, it's not normally expensive, but that's what I got for my money. Next lot up was a load of motors, which always come in. A load of them. I paid £22 for this lot, which I think was good going, to be honest with you. And the benefit of a lot of these is they've been prepped for Meccano. They've got mounting brackets that have got the spaces on them, so you can mount them into your models. Let's see, I've got 1, 2 of these bigger ones, 1 these smaller ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, that, these, this, bits of cord and bulbs, okay, and then 4 other of these motors here of this type, which apparently are 944D series. So there you go. Well, 22 quid. I don't think I can go far wrong with this amount of stuff. So again, tell me what you think in the comments. I think that's a bargain myself. What did we get after that? Well, this. A selection of white Meccano. You can see there. Now it comes with this in it, which is the instructions for the Meccano Concorde. I think there's far more parts here than needed for the Meccano Concorde. It was sold as a selection of white parts. Like there's far more of those than you need for making the Concordes. Far more of this sort of thing than you need. So whilst I'm sure I've got a Concorde in there, a couple of nose plates, nose pieces, and the things to go with them, and the wheels and so forth for it. So I'm sure I've got the full set for the Concorde, but I've also got a load more spare other than that as well. Probably from one of the space sets or something like that. I've not actually got any white Meccano before this, so a nice addition. And at some point, I will have a go at making this Concorde up. A Concorde set on eBay is about 40 quid. Now that comes sort of nice and packaged in a box and so forth and new. But as I say, I think I've got a full Concorde set and a load more bits and bats as well. And this cost me £22, I think, something like that. So I think I've done reasonably well there. Pleased enough with that. Then onto the actual vintage Meccano, which is the sort of mainstay of it. What did we get? Picked up this. This was listed as rare and collectible Meccano. I don't know so much about that, but what we've got here is this is early pattern tunnel gears. And what you've got, they appear to have some sort of keyway in them. Now you can see that on there, but the all through it has got a slot in it for a keyway. on there going in. I'm not quite sure how these are used, but they are certainly quite rare. Got these, I think I paid a tenner for this set of stuff. I've got that. I have no idea what this is, but it's, yeah, I've no idea. There seems to be some sort of scale down there, and there's some sort of mark, which, put my glasses on. It's made by Resilient Hill of Birmingham. That's 0 to 20. That clearly at some point did go up and down. I'm thinking it's, oh yeah, it's something for measuring weight, I guess, or force. It's definitely a spring pulling back on it, so that's that. We've got quite a few old style Meccano spanners, very early type things. We've got some more Meccano stamped, and again, these are the keyway gears. It's stamped 1911. Patent is this, so this is very early stuff. Again with the keyway. I'm quite pleased actually. I mean, I'll probably never use this stuff, but from a collectible point of view, pleased to have it. Yeah, again the keyway thing. There's a hook block there. There you go, a bevel gear. Just seems to be a standard bevel gear, but there we go. And I'm not quite sure where that would fit in, but that was my rare and collectibles. Paid a tenner for it. I think I've got a decent tenner's worth there, especially with it being the old stuff with the keyway. I'm quite pleased with that. So yeah, good stuff. My wife described this lot as a pile of junk that you're never going to use that we haven't got space for, and she may be right in saying that, but hey ho. Right, the main feature, so to speak. We have, well, I've got paid £38 for this lot, which is, you know, fairly strong money for a selection of Meccano, but what I was attracted by, you can't properly root through, there isn't really a space for doing that, so it's a bit of a surface look, but what attracted me initially was these rack strips. Rack strips are fairly rare to get hold of, you don't see them that much in collections, and there must be a good 10-15 of them there, of the long ones. Then there's these short ones here. That was the attraction first of all to see those, because you don't see that many of them. I also saw as well, these always come in useful colours. You go through them, looks like probably, I don't know, 50 or 60 in there, so decent value in there. And then loads of other stuff to rummage through. And I'll just show you what I've got. Hang on a second, we'll bring this camera in a bit closer. Right, let's have a bit of a closer look. As I say, you've got the ratchet strips, shorter ratchet strips. You've got loads of connectors, various connecting pieces in there. We have loads of pulleys, various sizes, flange end pieces, whatnot. Not particularly rare, but it is what it is, so put them out. Them. Oh dear. Box is falling apart, but there we go. Loads of brass. Various bits and bobbins of screws and whatnot. Yeah, bolts. We have dog clutches, it says on there. Let's have a look. That's not a bad haul, the dog clutches, just as a nice little bonus surprise in there. They're worth getting. We've got gears, brass and plastic. It's a fairly common size, but even so, you know, it's a decent load of gear in there. We've got a load more gears.
I'm not sure if these are Meccano because they haven't got the bosses on for. Oh, keyway rods and bolts. Oh, this will fit in with me, potentially with me other ones that need a keyway, although no, slightly different shaping. But keyway rods and bolts, are they keyway gears? No, they seem to screw on. Anyway, we'll figure it out as it goes. There seem to be gears that screw onto screwed rod. Sorry for me rambling, not seen those before. Right, jolly good. We have a box of contraits. Yeah, fine. Screws, bolts, nuts, good stuff. Cord anchoring springs. There you go. They always come in. Spring clips, indeed, many spring clips. And this is quite good. Not sure what you are, but I've got lots of hooks. Not entirely sure if they are Meccano, but some of them are. And in particular, what I'm quite pleased with, there may be repros, I'm not sure, but hook blocks. Quite a lot of them. There. There. There, you know, various Meccano type hooks. That's from a Caterpillar track. You know, plenty of hooks of varying sizes. Feel like I should recognise that, but I'm not sure what it is. But there you go, that was a bit of a bonus box of hooks. So yeah, pleased enough with that. And then we've got what I didn't get a proper look at, but looks like it's got some decent brass in the bottom. There's these springs, which fine, but then we've got some more gears at the bottom. And brass is always the stuff that you get excited about when you get to stuff like this. So I've got some pawls with bosses, without bosses, a ratchet piece, more pawls, ratchets. It's somebody's ratchet piece collection by the look of it. And they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all, out of ratchets, if you go and buy them individually. Ratchets and paws, which work together in it, I guess, as a set. So, yeah, that's alright. So, give me 2 minutes. I'll space all this out so I can get a proper look at what I've got all together, and you can tell me whether you think it's worth 38 quid or not. Okay, then, let's just have a better look at this Meccano. It's not that I've got it spread out, we can see what I've got. Let's go through. We've got contraits. I mean, none of it's particularly clean, but it's all usable and can be cleaned up. We've got the dog clutches. There. Got a jar of spring clips. Various bolts, pivot bolts, etc. Anchoring cords. Spring anchoring cords, I should say. Gears. Brass and plastic. Pawls. Now these, I'm still not sure. So I'm presuming that they are Meccano, but I'm still not 100% sure. Tell me if you recognise them. They haven't got bosses on them. Some of them appear to be threaded, some of them are not. That's got a end that's sort of sealed off. I've never seen it like that before. I'm not sure if it's 100% Meccano or not. I've got a load of keyway rods and the keyway bolts to go with them. I've got springs, pawls and ratchets. There we go. Nuts and bolts. Various bits of hook selection. These are just some of the hooks. Left some more in there, but hooks and various poly combinations. Which are quite decent finds, I think. I have no idea what these circular bits are again. If you know, tell me in the comments. Box full of collars. Some quadrant pieces, which are quite rare, fairly rough condition, but still. Alright. Rack strips, short and long. Again, in varying conditions, but still. Connectors. Loads of connectors. I'm spreading them all out because I'd fill the table just with bloody connectors, but loads of connectors. Pulleys. I don't know why all these have got the bosses knocked out of the middle, but pulleys. I mean, not particularly special. Box full of more pulleys. Pulleys. And then this stuff that was the box of rare parts, supposedly, which is mostly this weighing thing, which I don't think is Meccano, it's just a odd and sod that was in there. And then these keyway things. Keyway things? Not keyway. Tunnel gears. Which again, unfortunately, I don't appear to have any of these tunnel bars, which is a real shame. Because I presume that you need a specific rod with that shape on it to make them work properly. But if you look at the thing, they're stamped 1911, so they're pretty early stuff. And that's rare. So, and some of the earlier screwdrivers that you don't see as much. So that's what I've got. The rare stuff, I think, was a power 10 or something like that. Rare and early stuff there. And then the rest of it was 38 quid. So I think I did all right at that. Jolly good. Thanks very much for watching. See you all later.